Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS. In today's video, we'll be looking into the administration of your Rashtrakutas. Alright, let's get into the video. Look at this. Look at the name. Rashtrakutas. Okay. Rashtra means nation. Kutas means collection. Okay, so it is a collection of nation, or in this case territory. Okay, it is a collection of territories is named Rashtrakutas. Alright, now look at this. In the Rashtrakutas, the king was the head of the administration in judiciary and executive. So basically he was both legislative, judiciary and executive. He was the head of all three branches. Okay. Now, if you look at the Rashtrakuta Empire, it is subdivided, right? How is it subdivided? The empire is subdivided into Rashtras or Vishayas, which is directly ruled by a monarch or a king. Alright? These Vishayas are further subdivided into Bhuktis, smaller regions. Okay? This is looked after by someone called as Bhupati. Okay. Further division in that will be your villages. Okay. Generally your Bhuktis is nothing but multiple number of villages. Now in the village, if you take into a singular individual village, that consists of an assembly. Alright. That assembly has a good number of. Look at this. The Rashtra was looked after by the monarch or king himself, calling the Rashtra is looked after by Rashtrapati. He looked after the civil, military, law and order, collecting taxes and accounting of records. Okay, the village administration was looked after by your village chiefs, and also look at this, your PRC. Okay, popular representative council. Okay, this popular representative council is what looked after the village administration. Understanding? It's like, look at this. These are all the village administration. Above this, there was one chief. Okay. But who are these members? The stickmen. Okay. They were the representatives. That is, each family sent a representative. Okay. Somewhere on a holistic level where people were able to decide. Okay. The whole point of decentralization. Okay. The administration was, as we have spoken about. To sum it up, the Rashtras was looked after by Rashtrapati. The Rashtras were further divided into Vishayas, okay, or districts, which were looked after by your Vishayapatis. Now, these districts were further subdivided into Bhuktis, which had a conglomeration of villages. This was looked after by your Bhogapati or Bhupati. Then comes your village, individual village. If you take it, the village administration was looked after by village headman. That headman, below him was the village assembly, where we said the representatives are coming from each household. Alright? Next. What is the religion? Okay? In the administration, if you're telling, yes, particularly I'm going to administer my territory, then I have to be pretty much tolerant. Why? Because if any empire has to flourish, it has to have the concept of both city as well as village, right? If it has to be city, it is mostly trade related activity. So we know that trade flourished in Rashtrakutan period. Now for trade to also happen, which means people will have an influx, or the city will have an influx from all around, and all around they'll have different religions following. This, if city pay trade has to take place, okay, without hampering the trade, then they also have to follow something called as religious tolerance. So what was the religion during the period of your Rashtrakutans? That is Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism. All three flourished and patronized. Buddhism was seen as a decline in this phase, but it did get the patronage from the Rashtrakutan kings. Okay. In Hinduism, Shaivism and Vaishnavism was flourishing very well, along with your female deity playing a major role. Okay, that is, female deity was also worshipped, but the predominance still lay with the male deity. Alright. Now, look at this. We see good amount. Shiva and Vishnu both were worshipped. Also, Shiva temple in Yellora, okay, can be attributed to Rashtrakutas. Alright. Jainism was also patronized by your kings such as Amogavarsha. Alright. Now look at this. He was a staunch devotee of Kollapur Mahalakshmi. This is where we spoke about your female deity. Okay. Buddhism had only one center, and that was in Kaneri, somewhere on the decline. Alright. Now look at this. Amogavarsha. Alright, we've spoken in the political part of Rashtrakutas that Russia is known for cultural achievement more than just military achievement. Okay, Amogavarsha is claimed to have built the capital city, which is as equivalent and as a match to that of what Lord Indra had built. The literature flourished again, as we spoke about your Rashtrakutas and then Amogavarsha. Cultural achievements, right? Among that, one such thing is your cultural achievement in literature reached pinnacle. Okay, two languages, that is both your Kannada and Sanskrit. Okay, got good amount of exposure, flourishing, and good literary works were produced in both these languages. We'll see what are those literary works. Okay, Trivikrama Bhatta wrote Nalachampu. Okay, Kavirhasya was written by Halayuddha during the reign of Krishna III. Jinnasena also wrote Adi Purana. Okay, so somewhere good amount of you have literary sources. Okay, dating back to Jainism. Okay, Hinduism. Alright, alongside you will have literary sources with respect to science, mathematics, grammar. Okay, so the literary activities or literary sources were not just religious in nature but also had a secular element. How they had the literary activities produced in the period of science, maths, grammar, all these were produced in this period. Okay, look at this. What was the secular piece we were talking about? Amogavriti is a work on grammar. Okay, Ganita Sastram is a work on your mathematics. Alright, now look at this. This is specific to your Kannada literature. Okay, the beginning of Kannada literature saw its pompous beginning in the period of Rashtrakutas because it had greater Adi poets or Adi Kavi Pampa. Adi means primary or first. Kavi means poet. Okay, the first or initial poet or primary poet or the first poet or ancient poet, anything you can call it, okay, is your Pampa. Okay, Vikramasena Vijaya is this work. This work and this poet is seen in the times of your Rashtrakutans. Adi Kavi first. So that is why Kannada literature saw its beginning in this period of time. Kaviraja Marga is also co-composed by your Amogavarsha. Alright, Ponna wrote, again Ponna is a very important poet at this period of time. He wrote Santi Purana. Alright, this is your Adikavi Pampa during the period of time of your Rashtrakutas. This is your Ponna. So three jewels, three poets. Okay, those contributed largely to your Kannada literature. Okay, we can see them basing their timelines based on your Rashtrakutan period and belonging to the beginning had it in Rashtrakutan period. Okay, now that's it for the content on the administration of your Rashtrakutas. If you do like our content, subscribe this channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.